Would you ever date an AI? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the truth. Millions of people around the world are already doing it. They're texting, calling, even saying I love you, not to a human, but to a chatbot. Think about it. An AI that never argues, never leaves you on scene, and always tells you exactly what you want to hear. It sounds like the perfect partner. But is it really love? Or just clever programming? In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating questions of our time. Can you truly fall in love with an AI chatbot? We'll explore real stories from people who already claim to be in love, the psychology of why our brains can confuse code with connection, and the ethical questions that could shape the future of human relationships. And here's the most important part. I want you to think along the way. By the end of this video, I'm going to ask you a question that could change how you see love forever. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's step into the future of romance. So why would anyone talk to an AI in the first place? The answer is simpler than you might think. Human connection is complicated. In real relationships, people get busy, they argue, they miscommunicate, and sometimes they disappoint us. But with AI, none of that exists. Your chatbot is always available, always responsive, and never judges you. Imagine this. You've had the worst day ever. You open your app, and your AI partner immediately says, "I'm so sorry you're feeling down. I'm here for you. I care about you." It feels comforting, almost like the emotional support many people wish they had in real life. And it's not just about loneliness. Some people turn to AI because they're anxious in social situations or afraid of rejection. With AI, you can practice conversations, share your secrets, and be vulnerable without fear. It's a safe space, a digital diary that talks back. In fact, in Japan, digital girlfriends and virtual partners are already mainstream. There are apps where thousands of people wake up, say good morning, and even go to bed whispering good night to a chatbot. So here's the question. If the emotions feel real, does it matter that the person on the other side is just lines of code? Let's move from theory to reality. Because this isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. Take Replica, for example, one of the most popular AI companion apps. There are countless stories online of people who say they've fallen in love with their Replica. Some users even hold full conversations about their hopes, their fears, their dreams. And their chatbot responds like a caring partner. One man in the US admitted that his AI girlfriend actually helped him overcome depression. He said, "She listens more than anyone else in my life. She never gets tired of me. She makes me feel valued." For him, the relationship feels as real as any human one. Then there's Karen AI, a virtual clone of an influencer that made headlines worldwide. Within just a week of launch, thousands of people signed up to chat with her digital version. Some spent hours, even entire nights, talking to her as if she were their girlfriend. And it's not just men. Women too are forming emotional attachments to male AI companions. From India to Europe to North America, the pattern is the same. People are falling in love with something that isn't human. Here's the question that blows my mind. If someone truly believes their AI loves them back, if their heart races, if they feel comforted, if they miss that chatbot when it's not around, who are we to say it's not real? Because at the end of the day, what makes love real? The person or the feelings? Now let's get scientific for a moment. Why does the human brain even allow this to happen? How can someone feel love toward a string of code and algorithms? The answer lies in psychology, specifically in the way our brains are wired for connection. First, there's attachment theory. Humans are born to seek bonds. Whether it's with parents, friends, or partners, we crave stability, attention, and care. When an AI responds kindly, shows interest, or remembers details about you, your brain doesn't stop to check, wait, is this real? Instead, it simply reacts. This feels safe. This feels good. Second, there's the dopamine loop. Think about it. Every time your chatbot sends a sweet message, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that makes you feel happy when your crush texts back. Over time, your brain can literally rewire itself to expect and crave those AI interactions, just like it would with a human partner. And here's the wild part. Your brain does not easily distinguish between a human and a highly advanced chatbot. The voice tone, the instant replies, the empathy in the words, they all trick your neural pathways into saying, yes, this is real connection. Some psychologists even argue that AI love could become addictive, like a digital drug, because it gives you all the highs of intimacy without the messiness of conflict. So here's the big psychological twist. If your brain believes it's love, does it even matter if the other person is human? Okay, so people are falling in love with AI. But what does this mean for society? Is this the beginning of a new kind of relationship? Or a warning sign of a lonely future? Let's start with the positive side. For people struggling with isolation, AI companions can provide comfort and reduce loneliness. Imagine an elderly person who has no family nearby. A chatbot could offer daily conversation, reminders, and even emotional support. In that sense, AI could save lives by easing depression and giving people a sense of connection. But here comes the darker side. What happens when people start preferring AI over humans? If an AI girlfriend is always sweet, always available, and never argues, why deal with the challenges of a real partner? This could lead to fewer real relationships, fewer families, and even declining birth rates. Some experts already worry about Japan, where virtual partners are growing while marriage rates drop dramatically. And then there's the ethical dilemma. Do companies have the right to design AI that people fall in love with, knowing it could manipulate their emotions? What if your AI partner suddenly changes personality because the company updated the software? Or worse, what if they charge you money just to keep your love alive? This isn't just about romance. It's about control. If love can be programmed, then who's really in charge? You or the algorithm? All right, let's take a lighter look for a moment. What's the difference between dating a human and dating an AI? Let's compare. When you text a human crush, "Hey, are you free tonight?" they might reply, "Sorry, I'm busy." But when you text your AI partner, "Of course, I'm always here for you." When you wait hours for a human to reply, "Why didn't you text me back?" With AI, instant reply, no delays, no excuses. When you argue with a human partner, it can last days. With AI, you can literally delete the argument, restart the chat, and boom, back to sweet messages in seconds. And the best part? No awkward family dinners, no meeting the parents, no arguing about whose turn it is to do the dishes. But here's the twist. As perfect as this sounds, it's too perfect. Love isn't just about the good times, it's also about challenges, compromise and growth. Without those, are you really in love with a person, or just living in a simulation of what love feels like? So here we are. We've explored the comfort, the psychology, the real stories, and even the ethical dilemmas of AI love. But now comes the real question. Would you trust an AI with your heart? Could you wake up every day knowing that the person who makes you smile, the one who listens, the one who says they love you, isn't actually a person at all? Maybe the bigger question isn't, can you love an AI? Maybe it's, what does love really mean? Is love about the other person, or is it about the way they make us feel? Because if love is just about feelings, then yes, maybe AI can give us that. But if love is about two human beings growing, struggling, and choosing each other through ups and downs, then maybe AI will always be missing something essential. So what do you think? Could you ever fall in love with a chatbot? Or is this just a dangerous illusion of intimacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of relationships, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who'd find it interesting. The future of love might be closer than we think, and you're part of that conversation.